I thought was really interesting and I wanted to share. The point basically is rich black girl TikTok utilizing Lululemon jackets is an extension of white supremacy. Now hold on, let's break this down.
In this video we're going to be talking about how some black girls, after purchasing some luxury items, they feel like they're better off some black women. Let's watch this video to the end and talk about this topic because it needs to be discussed. It really needs to be talked about.
Hey y'all, I got something to say. You're not gonna like it, but that's fine. Y'all don't like anything I say. So luckily I have a very intelligent boyfriend. He's great, love him to death. We have very academic conversations. For example, yesterday we had an entire conversation about capitalism for about 7 hours. I say this to say we agreed on something within that conversation that I thought was really interesting and I wanted to share. The point basically is rich black girl TikTok utilizing Lululemon jackets is an extension of white supremacy. Now hold on, let's break this down so you kind of know what I'm trying to say and don't kind of miss my point. First, white supremacy. We know what white supremacy is. It also includes the generalization that black people are less than, that they have that they can't afford more expensive products, more expensive things, and then every single time that you see somebody with it, you always ask, what do they do for a living? But you wouldn't do that to any other race, or at least, you know. Now that we know what that is, let's break down rich black girl TikTok. I dislike rich black girl TikTok very much, and I used to actually love it until I realized how insane it is. The concept that it's foreign to be black and to also be rich is so harmful, and I keep seeing it pushed on this app, and it's strange. Now don't get me wrong, if you just so happen to vlog your content, you like expensive things, you just love the quality, love the product, that's not what this is about. Literally not what this is about whatsoever. I'm talking about people that specifically push the narrative that it's uncommon to be black and to be rich, and if you have these products, if you like these products, then you're better than the rest of the race. You see what I'm trying to say? Now let's get into the demographics of the Lululemon jacket. Lululemon, and you can look at their target market online, it's predominantly white women and white girls. Why? Don't know, but it is. Rich black girl TikTok took that product and would use it within their videos, basically stating that they were almost better for having this product. And I'm not lying about that. You can look it up. The videos literally state, oh, when you have the Lululemon jacket, a Stanley Cup, this and that, and that means you're bougie. That's a very harmful stigma to attach to a product of high price. Now, if you actually like the product, that's understandable. I actually have a Defined jacket and I like it, but I would never get on here and attach that product to the idea that I'm better because I have it, knowing that it's a product of high price. Like, I've literally seen videos that are like, when you're a black girl with a Defined jacket, and like, it's almost like we're fucking zoo animals or something. Like, it's so astounding to see, and I just don't understand why. So when you, as a black woman, are getting on this app and sharing this product and attaching it to the caption, rich black girl TikTok, you are pushing a white supremacist agenda and the generalization that black people deserve less. Thank you.
At this point, I need to know what you think down in the comment section. Just put out your thought down in the comment section. I need to know what you think about this particular issue. But then, before I talk about it, I would like to put out some stitches that people made concerning this video.
You know what that is? Let's break down rich black girl TikTok.
Go watch Sis's video because she's on point with this analysis. So when I first got on here, I made a statement about black girl luxury saying that it was not a revolutionary movement. It was just consumerism repackaged. And the girls almost ran me off here, but it's interesting to see the tide shifting on TikTok. And I'll reiterate my point. These movements, black girl luxury, rich black girl, soft life, to me, they're all attempts to perform hegemonic femininity. When I say hegemonic femininity, I just mean what is a standard for white dominant society, right? So a heavy investment in a specific type of aesthetic, the ideal stay-at-home, kept woman, mom, wife, the whole idea of fit, feminine, friendly, and then most of all, the proximity to dominant male culture, which is white. But the girls was like, we don't want to hear that.
Let's break down rich black girl TikTok.
Go watch that video. She talks about a lot of interesting things, but this is exactly what I was talking about the other day when it comes to DHgate. I don't have an issue with rich or luxury black girl TikTok as a whole. Like, if you want to show off how you spend your money, by all means, like, it don't make my business bad, right? My issue with it is primarily the fact that some of y'all have gotten very weird and are trying to like gatekeep random shit from other black people for fucked up reasons. Like, someone on here the other day was talking about how some of y'all are trying to do like this white suburban mom cosplay situation with like the Lululemon jackets, the Pilates reformer classes, and the Stanley Cups. Like, some of y'all get on here and talk about how bougie you are because you have or do all of these things. You are trying to like keep the wrong kinds of black people out of like your Pilates classes and hoping that they don't discover it. And it's just like, why? I've seen so many videos on here from black women talking about how they went to Pilates class and, you know, gave the nod to the only other black woman in the room, and they kind of just did one of these, like turn their nose up at them. Like, I have seen videos from the same people going off on DHgate talking about how tacky and ghetto it is, and how all these girls with their fake bags make them look bad because then people think theirs is fake. And then they proceed to turn around and get mad when the girls go out and buy the real ones because they're the wrong kind of black girls and they're ghetto, and now it makes them look ghetto because they have the same bag, which is a correlation I will never understand. Like, being mad that more people who look like you are able to do or afford the same things as you because they're not the right kind of people is exactly what she calls it in the original video. It's just an extension of white supremacy. Like, some of y'all really need to let that talented 10th shit go. Wanting to be the only one in the room and actively creating an atmosphere to make anybody who's not the right one uncomfortable is weird ass behavior. It's actually really sad. A lot of y'all out here like actively trying to do, say, or own things that you think are white or bougie in order to make yourselves more palatable to white people. And like, it's sad. It's really, really very sad.
Girl TikTok utilizing Lululemon jackets is an extension of white supremacy. Now hold on. Let's
watch the rest of her video because I'm kind of mind blown that she spoke so well about a concept that I've been thinking about, but I just couldn't really put into words. Basically, I would say, at least the way what I took from it was that a lot of black people, or in my opinion, I'd say minorities in general, whenever they make it to a certain part in their life status, they, you know, make good money, they went to a good school, or they went to college in general, they start to act as if they are better than people who look just like them, but weren't afforded the same opportunities or chances that they had to make it in life. No one is saying you can't enjoy the money that you worked hard to earn and to enjoy the lifestyle that you can afford, but there's no reason to act as if you are better than anyone else, because I promise you, you are just one big bad mistake from being in the same shoes as the person that you are trying to flex on or ridicule simply because you managed to make it in life. And when I was watching this video, one creator that came into mind was this guy who lives in Dallas, who is basically the definition of young money because his parents happened to get rich in life, and that set him up very well. So he was able to live a very, nice life. And he's really young and he's making a lot of good money. But the problem that I had with his content was that he would make it known that you are poor in comparison to him. A lot of his videos would just be like, is him flaunting that he has money that you don't. He'd be like, why is everyone hating on me? Y'all just hate because y'all are broke and I'm not. And in reality, no, that's not the reason why people don't like you. It's because you're an arrogant trust fund baby who just wants to make sure that everyone knows that there's a class difference between you and them. I don't know. It just feels as if a lot of people just feel the need to prove that they have to prove something to people. That like, if they don't have X, Y, and Z, they're nothing. Which I know society's made that and it's definitely rooted in white supremacy, but like, relax. Like I said before, you can do whatever you want. Be proud of your accomplishments, be proud that you were living a good life. But never make anyone feel as if they are worse than you or beneath you simply because you got a better hand in life than they did. Because like I said before, you are one bad mistake from being in their shoes.
I feel like there are different definitions to luxury. What you think is luxury to you might not be luxury to someone else. So when you have the opportunity to be able to afford something, you don't have to make people feel less of yourself. You don't have to make it feel like you're better off. Sometimes some people do it like unconsciously, they just do it. Even here in Nigeria where I live, like once you're able to afford something, like something of luxury, something luxurious like cars, some gadgets that the white people are using, you start carrying your shoulder up. That is just a normal thing. This is one other stitches, and we're gonna end the video.
Rich black girl TikTok utilizing Lululemon jackets is an extension of white supremacy.
Please watch this creator's full video because it's so fire. And it reminded me of something that I've been thinking about lately, and that is that the greatest luxury any of us could have is the luxury to just exist, to just be. And I feel like so many times we're robbed of that as Black people who experience racism, because we have to prove something. We have to prove our points. We have to prove that Black people can be wealthy, that black women can live a life of luxury, that Black women can have a soft life. And that in itself is labor. That in itself is work. The mission to prove that is work. And I think it robs us of some of our humanity just as much as any other thing. So it's just like I have just decided to reject all of those things and just decided that for me, I'm just gonna exist. And I think she hits on something so important in this video, which is when you are on a mission to prove that you can live a luxurious life, you live a life, you can, that Black people are wealthy, you end up aligning yourself to things that exclude so many Black people to prove that you are not like other Black people. And you just end up falling into that white supremacist rabbit hole, right? And that is why capitalism and white supremacy is so aligned, because you have to, when you acquire wealth, when you acquire luxury, you start trying to show that you are different, that you have more than other Black people, and you just end up playing in the white supremacist game.